Linebacker don't a HIGHTOWER press conference January 15, 2019 Q. This could be the coldest game in the history of Arrowhead Stadium. Do you like playing in the cold and do you do anything special to prepare? From my experience, there's not really much you can do with the cold. But, as far as the actual temperature, like Trey, Flowers, and Belichick said it best, give us a ball in a field and we'll be there. I'm sure it's going to be a great environment. I'm sure the cold is going to be part of it, but we're just looking forward to getting out there and competing. Q. What's it going to take to win this game on the road? I mean, it's definitely one of the hardest places to play. But, at the end of the day, it just comes down to executing. It comes down to football and executing plays. They're high-powered offense and they're real good on defense, so obviously defensively, we're going to have to eliminate big plays. Obviously, they have that every which way, whether it's a run or a pass, and if it's a pass, it doesn't matter who it's going to, they're all capable of big plays. So, it's going to have to come down to eliminating those big plays for us. Q. What are the biggest differences on the road for you and your defense? I don't really know how to answer that. I mean, it's football. Sometimes, it just doesn't go your way. But, for us, we're just going to have to go out and execute. Q. What struck or impressed you about Patrick Mahomes in your first game against him? I think the same thing that kind of impressed everybody. I think the fact that he kind of came in and the whole game, he kind of kept his composure, he made a lot of key throws when he needed to, he extended plays, which really hurt us, whenever he was able to extend those plays, not necessarily to run but to give Tyreek Hill an extra step or to give Travis Kelce or whoever it was an extra second for those guys to untie and get open. And just the way that he kind of managed the offense, whether it was him making checks from what he's seeing or maybe it was a check thing within the game plan, just the way he carried himself the whole game. Q. So, is your no. One job to keep him in the pocket. Absolutely, I think to keep him in the pocket but to also keep pressure on him, not letting him feel comfortable. But obviously, he's an athletic quarterback. He can throw just as well outside the pocket as he can inside the pocket. I mean, on film, you see him not even looking where he's throwing and he's able to hit it, too. I mean, he's a very accurate quarterback, so we want to keep him inside the pocket but keep pressure on him. Q. Is there anyone else like Mahomes or is he a special project for your defense? I think his skill set alone is kind of him. But he's not as crafty as Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers does a great job, as well, as far as extending plays and not looking to run with the ball but looking to get guys uncovered or moving guys with their eyes. There's not a lot of quarterbacks that have that in their skill set, so that's one of his best skill sets. Q. The defense seemed to do a good job of limited Mahomes and that offense in the first half when the Chiefs came here. Even though it got away from you guys in the second half, are there any lessons you can take from that first half performance that you can apply in this game? Absolutely. I mean, we played the first half literally the exact way we wanted to. We were able to mix things up, keep those guys guessing and keep them on their toes, not letting those guys make big plays. With an offense like that, you give any read any kind of time and he's able to draw up a couple things, and that's something that we learned in the second half was that we've got to play a full 60. He was able to draw up a couple plays and make a couple big plays and score at the end. So, if anything, definitely just to finish the full 60 minutes. Q. This is the most games you've played since 2013. What does it mean to you to be on the field so much this year and still be playing in the playoffs? That means a lot. Like you said, my time on the field hasn't always been as much as I wanted it to be, but this year it's meant a lot to me. I've been out there, I've been able to play, I've been able to be with my teammates from OTAs to minicamp, so I've enjoyed it. Looking forward to keeping this thing going, so just whatever I can this week to keep that thing going. Q. Does the Chiefs' offense look different without Kareem Hunt? DH. They might do a couple things a little different, but I think ultimately, they're still able to run the ball. Damian Williams has come in and done a real good job for them. I don't know how many yards he's been averaging, but he's been toting the ball. He's been doing a great job. They're still able to run, to do the play action to the RPOs and to do all this stuff in their offense. You can't really say that they're not scoring, 30 and 40 points, still. I think their offense is still running pretty well. Q. They do a lot of misdirection and pre-snap motion. How big is your communication on defense against a team like this? DH. A lot, especially when those players, Tyreek Hill or Chris Conley or Kelsey, those are big players who can change a coverage or change a front or something. So, communication is going to be big. That's something that we've done well the last couple of weeks, so hopefully we'll continue to build on that. That's something that we take pride in as far as trying to be a smart defense is communication, and without communication, that can be the downfall of a play, so we try to stay on top of that this week. Q. What about the importance of everyone sticking to their assignment? It seems like they try to run guys in different directions and you might get caught looking one way when it's really going the other way. DH. Yeah, which a lot of times, that's in man-to-man coverage, so they're trying to get guys to go with the motion and get guys guessing in the backfield and not looking at what they're supposed to do. That just comes down to fundamentals, just doing your job, I guess. Q. Do you believe in momentum? There were a lot of teams in the wildcard round that looked really good but not so much last week. You guys looked really good last week, so do you think that play carries over or is it more of a week-to-week thing? DH. I guess maybe a little bit of both, depending on how you're looking at it. We knew what we needed to do last week and we were able to do that, each week getting better. So, this week, we're obviously going to take the same approach. Bill, Josh McDaniels, and Brian Flores have a great game plan, so it will be up to us to get it and go out and execute it. Hopefully that will be enough.